Hi guys, welcome to our introduction to, oh, let me turn off the background line. Introduction to indexing and directories. So if you've been following along, you have been taking our 12 days of classes in order, and the order is important. Day 1 was Introduction to Internet Marketing, where we covered research and competitive analysis, and it was all about keywords and getting that done right and getting it done first before moving on to the other areas. Day 2 was setting up your website wireframe, which is just a spreadsheet to map out your pages, your sliders, your videos, your images, your keywords, your SEO descriptions, getting it all put together just like a blueprint in a spreadsheet, which we call a wireframe. And we have staples, excuse me, we have samples of those that you're welcome to use on our site. But getting that all together before you ever touch your website. Day 3 was all about websites, and we highlighted one of the most popular website builders in the world called WordPress, and also showed you an easier option for those of you that are just starting out called WebNode. And again, all those links are in our resources area at the top in the links area of our websites. And today we're going to show you how to index your website, what that means, and how to submit to directories and what that means as well. So at this point, we will assume that you have done the first 3 phases of internet marketing. You've done your research, you've built your wireframe, you've built your website, it's perfect, it's ready to go, all the SEO is done, all the images are named correctly, everything that you want the world to know about your website is done, or at least as much as you can realistically get done before going into another phase of your website. But now it's time to index your website. Index it and submit it to some key directories. And what indexing means in the Internet Girl Friday world, and what we do for our clients, is once we've either created a website for them or fixed their existing website when they come to us, is to then index it to the search engines. The manual process that we use is creating a sitemap for each website and then submitting that sitemap to the various search engine webmaster tools. There's Google Webmaster Tools, which most people are familiar with. It's free. Yahoo and Bing have a webmaster tool, and another one we use is Alexa. And you're going to use these if you're managing websites or managing your own website. You're going to use these tools to manage some key features like submitting a sitemap to the Google robots. What the robots do is they come out and they read your website, and they read every image on it, every word on it, every page. They read everything about your website, and they digest it, and they report back to their search engine owners. If they don't digest it correctly, you might not show up in the results as well as you could have if they digested it correctly. So how do you get your website digested correctly? Well, you make sure everything's done right, and you also create a sitemap, which is a file, and there's plugins that help you do that, and then you submit it to the webmaster tools. As I said, Google Webmaster and Bing Webmaster are free, and Alexa you can get away with $10 a month for your average website to do some things in there as well. Okay, so one of the WordPress plugins that we use at Internet Girl Friday is called WordPress SEO by Yoast. And within that plugin, there is an area to manage your sitemaps. It will create a sitemap for you, and you can grab that sitemap URL and you can submit it again right within the plugin. You can connect it to Google, Bing, and Alexa, or you can move on over to each of the webmaster tools. Here we have Google Webmaster Tools, and you can manually add the sitemap to each site that you manage. At the top you'll see that this is the typical dashboard in Google Webmaster Tools, and at the bottom you will see that there is an area where you can add a sitemap for each website. Okay, so that's sitemaps and indexing in a nutshell. And we can get into this in more detail if you have any questions. But the second part of this is, again, your website. We're assuming your website is perfect. We're assuming your website is ready, SEO'd properly and ready to be seen by the world, by humans and robots. So a great thing to do is to submit your website to directories. And just like there used to be yellow books back in the day and Chamber of Commerce handout directories, business directories that you could flip through and find your plumber and find your lawyer. There's online directories. Pretty much everything that you had in traditional marketing and PR, you also have in the digital age. So there are online directories as well. And I've just shown a few of the top 50 that typically people submit their website to, but the benefits to submitting your website to a directory is you're going to get found online more. It's an opportunity to create a backlink, and you need lots of backlinks, real relevant manual backlinks in the white hat SEO world. And some of the directories also have a review process, and the better the review you get, the better you're going to be, the more you're going to be found or bumped up in that directory listing. So it's important to know that when you're submitting to directories that you take advantage of a few things. You want to have a spreadsheet for your directory submissions that you work off of. You can create a spreadsheet with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds or thousands of directories that you want to be added to, and then you could manually go through them yourself every week, add a few more, or you could hand it off to a virtual assistant and they can do it for you. But it'll help you from keep you from repeating directories that you might have already submitted to, and understanding which directories you're going to do for national traffic, which directories you're going to do for local traffic. So everything that we do at Internet Pro Friday when it comes to directories and a lot of other steps is we manage it in a spreadsheet to make sure that it's done. We know which ones are done, which ones have a higher page rank, etc. So use a spreadsheet. Know your keywords and your business description. Now obviously if you're going in the right order with internet marketing, you did your keyword research and your market research first, so you have a list of your keywords. But create your business description, gather your images and your videos that you're going to upload to these directories, because it's basically just going in, creating a free account for your business, and it asking you, what images are related to your business, what videos are related, what's your description, what are your keywords, what business category are you in. And if you have all this built in your spreadsheet first, this process becomes much easier. So utilize your directories that have a higher page rank. There's millions of directories out there, and there's a ton of them that are garbage and a lot of them that have some SEO cred. So go ahead and use those first. And don't neglect your local directories. There's a lot more emphasis and competition in the local geo-targeting, and especially if you're a business that depends on local business more than just internet business, you definitely want to saturate the local directories, or the directories that have local listings like Yelp and your local Chamber of Commerce. You want to be listed on anything that you can. Saturate all the free ones first, and then handpick some paid ones that you can afford. and work through those as well. Now, anytime a directory says that you can upload 5 images, upload 5. Don't upload 4. Upload the maximum amount of images, videos, keywords, description. Maximize it. Fill it right up. And this is true with most things on the internet. You want to take advantage of the areas they're giving you, and while you're there, fill it up. Don't do a half-assed job. Just fill it in. Get it done right the first time. Again, our links are all listed on our links list. We have our tools and our resources available in a few different areas on our websites, and we always make them useful to you and available to you, so don't hesitate to use them. We also have a virtual assistant firm built in. If you need any help doing any of this, we'd be happy to give you a free 20-minute consultation to answer anything. We're completely transparent with our secrets, but you're only going to get 20 minutes. And we can answer any questions you might ask below in the chat. So for training, we're going to have a big training coming up January 7th. 12 weeks of internet training. It's very extensive. For those of you that can't afford the training, there will be a few intern positions and full scholarships where you will trade off work hours in the afternoon and you can get your training 100% free. We have a consulting firm that's built in, and we also have a